beauty. And let me tell you again and again, I have to remind you to keep your pen and paper ready, because towards the end of the program, I will give you the recipe or the remedy of vitamin C serum. And this vitamin C serum, I am giving today 2 vitamin C serum again to all the listeners who can call me on WhatsApp 060-904-1056 to receive as a gift from Shagufta Khan, from Asli, from Expressions as well. So let's come to the place, first time inner beauty, and we are talking a very, very important, crucial, and relevant topic. And I am lucky, very lucky, because I was talking today alone with you, but I'm so lucky to have my co-presenter, not but a presenter of Al Ansar, a phenomenal woman. And I really appreciate her points of view as well. And I'm so lucky to call her. And she is such a darling that she said, okay, Shagufta. Wow. So this is Bibi Aisha Leher as well from I don't know, from Johannesburg. That's the best for me. Assalamu alaikum, Bibi Aisha.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, my dear sister, and to all our respected listeners. And the good you see in me is a reflection of you too. Stay phenomenal.
Oh, jazakallah. So topic, not wasting time because we have very little time. We are talking about the responsibility of parents once they receive the results of their children. This is very important, and it actually leads to so many things in past in our past life, when parents are not ready to understand the result, the parents are not accepting the result, or parents does not have that an idea that how to respond to the kids, and unintentionally, not deliberately, unintentionally, they just react, and sometimes it really hurts. It changes the mindset of the children, and it leads to a lot of problems as well. And sometimes it leads to suicide, which I am telling, I'm not exaggerating. I'm telling you that I know in my past life that one student in my family committed suicide because of the father just gave him 2 clap and just reacted because he was failed, and that's what happened. So this is very near to my heart, and we just wanted to make aware the parents, and there's friendly reminders. This is, you have some time, you owe something, and they don't want to say anything. Oh, you owe us. They say friendly reminders. So today is the point. We are talking to the parents or the guardians of friendly reminders that how you should react when you get the results of your children. So what you think about this topic, and what you want to say something?
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. Inshallah, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept our du'as and efforts, inshallah. First of all, Sister Shagufta, I think it's an excellent topic, because as much as, children write exams, we all know that the parents feel that they're writing the exams as well.
Exactly.
There's a stress,
lot of pressure.
yes, and anxiety, and parents want their children to perform well. Because, which parent doesn't want good for their children? But the problem comes when maybe, and it's unintentional, like we say, friendly reminder, unintentional, where parents may have unrealistic expectations of their children's ability. Sometimes there are parents who love their dreams through their children.
Exactly.
And the other thing is, my question to you would be, as well as to our respected listeners, does a mark or a grade define who your child is? Because think about this. Your child, we contextual factors, maybe just had a bad day, maybe just had a bad paper. Does that define who your child is holistically and realistically? Does one mark, does an A+ or a B+ or a D- define your child's worth? So when you are looking at that report, your body language is also speaking volumes. Your non-verbal communication is telling your children a lot. How about, you may not like the mark that you see. You may be very disappointed with that ring around a particular, number. I think now everything's on a computer, but think about the child holistically. Think about the child and the praise that you're going to say. Not everyone's an A+ student.
Exactly.
And not everyone, is very into academics. They have special, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has created us unique and special in so many different ways. A child who may have had 32% all the time, and now this child comes home with 45, deserves the same praise and love and affection and celebration like the one who brings home the A's. And that's what I think is very important. Celebrate all of your children's achievements.
Exactly. That's what a very good point. That's we wanted to see our children, ourselves through our children as well. So we have to understand that the numbers of your exams or the results are not everything, right? Yes, you did your best. You, in my previous programs, I also said this is one of the responsibility of the parents, that during Ramadan, they must keep serenity at home and peace at home and just avoid their own arguments and everything and Alhamdulillah, the parents did it. And nowadays, I'm telling you, the mothers and fathers are really working for the kids. I'm telling you, more than us, what we did for our children, and for sports, for everything. So numbers are not everything. They did their best, right? Still, you have to hug your child. No matter, even if child is failed. Even if child didn't give you A positive, B positive, you have to hug your child and give them close. Okay, whatever you did your well, but inshallah next time you will try your best. But I am happy with you, and you are my best son, you are my best daughter, and you'll do your best for next time. You understand? Which is very, very important for us to understand. And then we have to realize that what was happening, why this child is little bit lack of number or little bit like this. Then we have to put our efforts to that children. In fact, I give you, Baby Aisha, my baby daughter Aqsa's story. She came. I was the same mother, wanted A+. I was the same. My thought. I changed my mindset through these years, and now for my grandchildren, I'm easy. But for my daughters, I was the same parent. I wanted A+, for everything. So my little daughter, my baby daughter, got B, C, something in the small grades. So when she brought in, I'm looking at BBs. I was screaming at her, what these numbers are. So you know what she lied to me. She said, in our grade, she's so smart. She said, in our grade, there is no A.
Wow.
She literally told me, small baby, that in our grade, there is no A. Then I have realized that she lied to me just because of the khauf, the fear. What I did, I introspect myself. I calmed myself. I said, no, I'm not supposed to scream at her. Mm-hmm. And then I started giving her more time and more things, more, give her more space and things. You know what? She passed in matric.
Yes.
8 A's.
Alhamdulillah.
8 A's she passed. Alhamdulillah. That's what I'm telling you. This is my personal story. So beautiful. What we have to accept the children, what they are, who they are, or maybe some kind of situation didn't make them achieve those numbers, not achieve any success. No, numbers are not success. Yes. Achieve those numbers that you're expecting, but still they are your loved ones. They are your own kids. You have to give them a good tight hug and tell them, don't worry. You have to put their morals more.
Yes.
Not to put it down.
Definitely.
So the people who are listening, there is one, our listeners say, Assalamu alaikum, my dear sister, please advise on how to use this. Okay. This is my personal question. You can give me on personal number. I will tell you 083-421-2930. Today we are giving brightening serum, vitamin C serum for you. Wow. So whoever is discussing what we are discussing in the program, they will be the winner. Ji Aisha.
So I would think that obviously parents, like you said, every parent wants the best for their children, and you want to see your child, go further in life and get those good marks, especially if you're thinking now they're in matric and they have plans to go to university and, they need to make those grades to get in. But I would recommend, I'm going to wear my teacher's hat now, Sister Shagufta, from my 25 years of experience as a teacher. And I would say that when your child, 25 years, can you believe it?
Wow. That's nice.
I would say that when your child child brings home their report card, give your child a hug, like you say, praise your child and say, I'm so proud of you. Mashallah, you are so amazing. And you want to boost your child's morale. And I would also recommend that when you are going through your child's report, I would think don't do it in front of your child. Go into, the bedroom or somewhere else and wait for your spouse, and the two of you could go through the report together. So whatever your impression of that will be, your nonverbal communication, the two of you can discuss that. And once you sort of over your shock or maybe your disappointment or whatever it may be, when you come in front of your child, you basically are on the same page, and both of you have praise for your child's efforts, and you're telling your child, you're focusing on your child's strengths, not weaknesses, and you're telling your child, I'm so proud of you. You gave it all that you have. We love you so much. Because in that way, if you're just going to open that report and you may be disappointed, and remember, you don't have to say anything. Those eyebrows, that motte aank, that motta,
Exactly.
like that, when you say aank maring, you're looking at that eyes.
Yeah.
That's already telling your child, what, mommy or daddy is not happy. Or, your body language, your tone, your voice. So maybe if you feel that you may be a bit concerned that your child may have complained that the exams weren't too good and your child seems very despondent, have a look at the report privately together with your spouse, discuss what you want to, but in front of your child, be positive, be motivational. Your child wants to please you, obviously.
Exactly.
You don't want to break your child's morale.
Exactly. Shamima Hafiji is saying everything is in this world is precious, but the most precious thing is family and children. I mean, everything in the world is precious. That's 100%. So what is precious? My child's mental health is precious. So I have to keep that my mental health in nice as well. And again, I'm going on the opposite side. If your daughter, your child did the best result, how are you going to react?
No,
okay, that is 100%. We're excited.
Exactly.
That's very excited. But what we should not do that in that time? What you think?
I think at that point in time also, your child has these great marks also. It's also important that obviously you're celebrating in your child's success. I mean, you're thinking to yourself, Alhamdulillah, my child's done well. We've put in the effort. But you also don't want your child to develop an ego. You don't want your child to be overly confident. You say Alhamdulillah and you praise their other efforts, not just the academics. I love the way that you have such good study habits. Alhamdulillah. I'm so proud that you are able to manage your time so well and you're helping your siblings. So focus on also holistic. If everything is going to be about marks and numbers and academics, then what about the rest of the child? What about, like you say, the child's mental health? Yeah. I love how your daughter, as young as she was, she was able to read the room, so to speak, and she said, well, that's what we get the B+, because she was happy with her effort. Why would we want to put her down? And that made you actually have a mindset change. Now, how amazing is that?
Yes.
Read your child's body language.
Yes. And what I wanted to tell my listeners as well, don't compare your children. Not even when they didn't do well, not when they did very well. In both ways. Don't compare your children with anyone, right? Because if your child really did well and you're comparing, that people, see my children, my son did it. So what will happen? Again, the iota of prideness and that ego will come in that child. You celebrate it. No problem. You can give sweetmeats. You can do whatever. In Pakistan, we give sweetmeats and all. Mithai everywhere. But the metric result is such a big thing for us. Yes, happiness is one thing, but don't compare. Don't compete with their children. If the sibling, even among siblings, it gets problem, because if the siblings are in a near ages together and they didn't get, and other person is, and you giving so much of importance, the problems started. So we have to understand that mindset of my child should be in a level head.
Definitely. Sister Shagufta, I must mention something, and this is something that used to alarm me a lot. So, previously, matric exam results, your name used to come in the newspaper and how many A's you have. And then family members and friends that you've never heard from in years, all of a sudden are giving you a call.
Exactly.
Think about their child whose name was not in the paper. Just think about that. The other thing that I think that, also family members need to be mindful of, especially when the matric results are coming, they mean well, they excited for you. Somebody's saying my cousin's son is writing or my niece is writing. don't ask a student, how many A's did you get? Because that's personal.
Very important.
Person passed, you say, Allahumma barik, mashallah, I'm so proud of you. Allah increase you in beneficial knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. What are you thinking of doing next year? I'm so proud of you. You don't need to know how many A's and B's they got. You're not the recruiting college or the university. I find that very, very rude, honestly. And like you said, also what could happen, there could be, cousins, and that's where that rivalry starts. Oh, Shagufta got 6 A's, Bibi Aisha only got, like 1 A, whatever. And unintentionally, there's going to be this bitterness. Why should we create that area of competition? And also, there's a need to know basis. Do you need to know how many A's somebody has? You don't need to know. Just say, I'm so proud of you. MashaAllah. May Allah bless you with the best. Always.
Beautiful point you took it out for this matter. That especially, yes, parents know, sibling knows, or the close family knows. But if you know that this person did metric, and the minute we ask, we say, oh, how many A's you got? And what is I'm doing? Am I giving them admission in one subject or something?
Exactly.
Am I right?
Hurtful. It's hurtful. And children will remember that.
Let me tell you, Bibi Aisha, it's not intentionally we are doing. This is habitual.
Yes.
It's like a cultural, habitual. Oh, you pass your exam. How many years?
But we can break a habit.
Yes. That's what we hear.
Can break a habit.
We have to break this. That's why on Radio Lansar, FM 90.4, 105.6 in Durban, we are talking to you in Range Hayaat, because we have to fill up the different beautiful new colors in our life, in our habit, that we are not going to ask the matriculants after the result, how many A's you have. Do you have what you have to say? And Alhamdulillah, Allah Pak Subhanahu wa Ta'ala, give them dua, whatever dua, that Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala will give you more success in your life. And Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala, that's it.
Yes.
That's what matters to us.
Yes.
It does not matter how many B's, how many C's, how many A's they want, because automatically we will come to know which admission they did and what they did.
Exactly.
We're not giving that burden to the parents as well. And sometimes parents feel very ugly when their children didn't do well or something, and they do, feel bad. But meri dua hai.
Yes.
I'm telling you, somehow this metric exams really close to our, all of our time, when my daughters did, it's very like sensitive matters for us. Very sensitive.
So, Shagufta, I remember I told you I was a teacher for 25 years, right?
So nice.
So, when it comes to the matric exams, I feel like a mummy as well, because I was the foundation phase specialist teacher, so grade R1, 2, 3. And when it comes to January, my babies, they'll always be my babies. It doesn't matter how old they are now. I mean, the oldest one will be now 20, like in their 20s, but they will message me, Madam Bibi Aisha, I passed. Madam Bibi Aisha, look at my results. Madam Bibi Aisha, I'm going to be studying in this field. So I celebrate with them, and it makes me think that as a teacher, I obviously made my mark, that this child still keeps in touch with me. Because when your students are going through the motions, when they're in high school, when they're going through, to varsity, because you are part of their life, you celebrate with them. The other thing that I would like to say is that if for whatever reason, this child may need to repeat the grade, doesn't matter. It's not the end of the world.
No, not at all.
How many geniuses in the world failed so many times?
Exactly.
Think about Einstein. Think about so many different people. Your marks don't define who you are. Your heart and your good manners. And when we think about emotional intelligence, isn't that much more important? Your EQ rather than the IQ. They're both important.
Very
but
important.
Your EQ is going to take you further.
Exactly. You are absolutely right. I was reading, someone sent the message that Hasina said that, my sisters, this topic you are discussing of children result is really of utmost importance of all the parents, definitely. And no children, because children was a parent always have the habit of comparing siblings. Sometimes children feel not loved because they didn't perform well enough to satisfy their parents. Jazakallah khair for the awesome show. Sister Hasina, you are the winner of vitamin C serum from Asli, because you really gave your point of view, and your point of view is 100% should not compare even among the siblings. And if we don't realize that this kind of reaction of parents will actually setting the mindset for the rest of the life.
Yes.
And further in their life, when they go in their practical life, it is very, very hard for for them to cope with the
Exactly.
things, and it triggers them as well. And Hasina, you can please pick it up from 81 Mallinson Road. Your name will be there as well for the vitamin C serum. Gee.
Oh, mashallah, that's so amazing. I would also like to say to the students that, some students set very high goals for themselves. So it could be somebody that's expecting, something in the 90s and you get, say, 91 and not the 97. Don't be so hard on yourself, because some students really, really set very unrealistic targets and they become despondent. And yet their family would say, but we love you and we're proud of you and this doesn't define you. And this child will say, I'm not good enough. I'm not good enough. Our respected listeners, hug that child and praise this child's efforts and say, my son, my daughter, I love you and you are doing amazing work.
Exactly.
Because sometimes, children, they also have, high goals for themselves, and they need to realize that either way, we love you. We're so proud of you. The other thing is also, if you have more than one child, when you're celebrating, celebrate everybody. This one did extremely well in life skills. Wow, this one got such good marks in history. This one did so well in English. It's a celebration for the whole family. And that way, you're creating an atmosphere that's a safe space where your children don't feel scared to tell you anything, and they know that failure is part of life, and it's no such thing as failing. It's a stepping stone to the next level.
Exactly. Again, I want to talk one personal story with my eldest daughter. I don't know which year she was in, maybe school, definitely. So she was not well and she didn't go for the school for some reason, and the schedule which they gave of the test or the exams it was, they changed that, and she didn't know. Whole night she prepared for another subject. And when in the morning she was talking to the sisters that friends that my paper is different, but I don't know, alhamdulillah, unintentionally I was in panic. I didn't hit her.
Alhamdulillah. Okay.
I just say, okay, don't worry. You just skipping this thing, and then you can do your supply or something. So alhamdulillah, things happen in this world. And thank you, Hasina, for you responding. And I know this topic I am continuing for the next week as well, because I know we have to prepare all the parents who didn't listen to this. And I have to thank Bibi Aisha Leher as well, that she just came. She's my guest, and as well as from Janama, she's my guest for Durban as well. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make your purpose in Durban, and inshallah what I'm seeing you in Souk as well.
I mean, definitely. A reminder to our listeners to join us for our programs at the Souk, and they need to bring everyone that they know to our Souk. It's going to be phenomenal, inshallah.
Fill your life with color on Range Hayat with Shagufta Khan.
Audio stream across the world on radioalansar.co.za.
This October, Tayo Raham in the sacred city of Taif embark on a life-changing Umrah group tour with World View Travel. Guided by renowned spiritual leader Maulana Muhammad Banker. Experience 2 nights in Taif, 4 nights in Mecca and 5 nights in Medina. Luxury hotels, daily breakfast, round-trip transfers, ziyarats, internal flights and visas. Call 031 001 7062 or 071-835-0216. Follow us at Worldview Travel. Worldview Travel creates memories to last a lifetime.
When you give water, you bring life to drought-affected communities, providing fresh water for drinking, cleaning, and growing. Your support helps Islamic Relief implement water, sanitation, and hygiene projects, providing clean water to communities around the world. Donate now to Islamic Relief.
On the 3rd of December, Al-Ansar Outreach, in collaboration with the Gift of the Givers, is hosting a special Community Health Day at 207 West Road, Overport. From 9 a.m. to 1 p.m., we're offering free audiology and optometry testing, and testing will be done for the first 60 people to arrive. So come early, bring your family, and take a step toward clear vision and better hearing. This initiative is all about serving, uplifting, and caring for our community. So don't miss out.
अब टाइम हुआ है शगुफ्ता जी के टोटके टिप्स। with Shagufta Khan.
Expressions by Shagufta Khan. Women only for all the occasions. Contact me, Shagufta Khan, 083-421-2930 or 031-208-2204.
Now, this is the time, Rangi Hayat, second portion, where we're talking about the outdoor beauty. And this is vitamin C serum we are telling. And why I'm saying vitamin C serum? Because we know the scorching sun is out and the holidays time is here and we are doing a lot of swimmings as well. Discoloration comes. So we have to support our skin. We have to save our skin and we have to use this occasionally as well. And what I wanted to tell you, this Asli product from Expressions by Shagufta will be there at Souk. So at this bookshop with Fatima. So you will get all my products. I will inshallah tell you what products will you get, and you can ask Fatima bookshop to get all those things. You just order and we will definitely give it to you, in which we have a lot of serums, we have soap, and the soap is made with so much of love by me with my own hands, and that is anti-aging, that Korean soap. We have turmeric soap, which is very good for discoloration, and we have that anti-acne and pimple soap as well, which is very good for the acne treatment. And we are doing today, that's which I told you that please keep your pen and paper ready. I gave you, but lots and lots of people say they wanted to hear again. They phoned me so many times, they messaged me. I told them no, please listen to my program on Radio Lansar FM 90.4 on Monday from 1:30 to 2. I will give it to you. This is the time for me to give you vitamin C serum. You can make it at home. You heard about licorice sticks. So what you can do, you can open the sticks, make it like break it into half and soak it in the rose water for 4 days under the dark. Almira or somewhere you can keep. Then what you can do, take the zest of the orange, grate it, and what you have to do, you grate it with rose water. You can once you grate it, take the whole juice out with the rose water, plus add few drops of glycerine, and what you kept 4 to 5 days, that licorice sticks, that rose water, you see the color of that water, it got all the benefits from licorice, and we all know what is licorice. Licorice they are using is a big thing for our face whitening and natural face whitening as well. You can mix two together and it's become a powerful vitamin C serum with licorice as well. And what you have to use, how you have to do, only thing, because we're adding glycerine little bit to subtle the skin, you cannot use in the morning or when you're going out with the scorching sun. Once 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock hit, you can use few drops on your face. And when you're going in the night, you can use first thing on your face, on your wash face, this serum. And you can, after that, you can put your moisturizer or night cream. That's how you will use this vitamin C serum, and it works amazing because it has no chemical inside. Ijazat chahti hoon, next week inshallah I will come back with the same topic with the different guest, and I will get back to you inshallah. Ijazat chahte hain. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Join Radio Al Ansar for a public meeting to share your concerns, suggestions